We are back. What room do you reckon y'all are in when Kazmira comes back and puts the hounds back?
So I feel like we just had our conversation with our friends around the library.
To the library, yeah.
And I would think after that, we hadn't had a chance to talk about it, of where we were going to go after that, if we wanted to continue exploring
Cool.
the other rooms we've been in. So maybe we're coming out of the library? I don't know.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So that would
Yeah.
put us back in the bird room.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're in the aviary. You can hear her like putting the wolves back and kind of setting them up lovingly in the frozen the giant in the dire wolf room, which is next to the fish room.
Okay.
And I think that happens pretty fast with ghostly efficiency. And then she runs up that kind of eastern side with the dogs and puts the ghost dogs back in their kennels, which you got to figure is somewhere in the eastern part. And then she's back in the Manticore room, and you hear the slow grind of stone as she closes the door to her room, as if she's just like going to bed for the night.
Yeah.
And the slow stone stops, and the whole place gets eerily quiet. I think the birds, like all the taxidermy animals that were like moving, stop moving.
Interesting.
As she kind of goes back to her rest, and I think there's an eerie silence in the place. Yeah.
Huh.
So you said all the birds stopped flapping around too, right?
Yep. Everything, all the taxidermy animals that were moving have stopped.
Interesting. So it's almost like it's tied to her in some way.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Like whoever said earlier, like almost like she's like reliving old hunts.
Yeah.
When she wakes up, things are waking up.
Yep.
Vonda goes back to the heavy breathing room, because I don't know what else to call it. And just like listens to. Do we still hear the noise now that everything else has gone to sleep?
That's a great question.
That is a
great question. Yeah, I think it does. I think it does.
Shall we carefully and quietly investigate?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like notches an arrow.
Right?
Yeah.
Same.
Cool. You walk in to this black rock, this fake black rock cave, right? Made to look like something that Kazmira saw or described to an artisan at some point. Piles of rotten fur, and then I think from behind a fake rock comes out a taxidermied mountain troll, 8 foot tall, rubbery skin, distended bony features. Its clawed arms extend from the darkness. You can see some kind of ruby teeth that look like they're bloody. And you know they're not real teeth. They look like some kind of stone. And yellow eyes reflect whatever light you're carrying. It lumbers out as if it's still moving spryly and ambushing you. But yeah, it's lumbering towards you to. What's up,
I
Amanda?
mean, I'm completely firing at this point. There's a
Yeah,
troll
yeah.
coming towards me. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's dead already.
And I guess that does bring up the question: what kind of light do y'all have? What is it? Is it a lantern? Is it a torch?
I can't remember what we established when it was me and Jay, but because like we traded that cloak or whatever we got from Marco for a bunch of stuff, and I remember we talked about like we got
the lantern.
Yeah, I think so, and we're probably having, I don't know, somebody carry it. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that seems like something that Yuri is qualified to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Yuri cusses. And
At least it's slow.
Yeah. You both fire. Make a roll.
Well, I didn't open fire.
Oh, you did not? Okay.
No. I think this is a good time to. I'm gonna assume nothing's gonna happen, but I gotta test it at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna step kind of up beside Avanda, maybe like even half a step in front, and I'm gonna shove that helmet on and open the lever and look right at the troll. I'm guessing it's not gonna have an effect, but I want to know for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if these undead monstrosities will be affected by cockatrice eyeball magic.
Right. Unfortunately, no, actually, yeah. You pull the lever, the correct lever, down, and call back to a previous dick joke, and you pull the lever down, and the you could see that the troll was like focused on Yuri, and its big clawed hand was coming up, and then it freezes, just freezes in place. And,
awesome.
And it doesn't turn to stone, but it stops.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna maintain eye contact.
Yeah.
Hey, don't.
Yeah, its amber eyes are literally amber stone eyes. You can see them moving and like looking at you, like, what is happening? This thing is confused on a bunch of different levels. Avanda, what are you doing with this opportunity?
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you because you told me that this is a cockatrice helmet, and so I remember this fact. But she is looking to see if she's like slowly edging around the troll, like checking to see if like there's some. How is this working? What is going on? What did this do?
Let's rip it open.
Yeah, it's it is clearly a the bones of a troll, put together with wire and stuffed with wood chips and with chemicals and tanning agents applied to the skin to keep it from rotting. And like as you're looking at it, you see that the teeth, which like look red as if bloodied, are rubies, and the eyes are amber.
And I was gonna bring that up because this troll has some ruby-like teeth. The direwolf had ruby-like eyes.
Right.
So maybe that's spent a lot of money on this. She's gonna cut a couple of the wires, like holding the legs on.
Yeah.
So that at least can't chase us.
Yeah.
We stop looking at it.
Smart. Yeah. You trim a few wires. I think it like slides off of its hip, right? And it just kind of like falls to the ground. Still frozen. And
I feel a little bad, but only a little.
Yeah. Yuri puts down the lantern and takes the butt of his spear and pokes at it with the with the butt end, and then laughs when it can't move, and starts to like knock out its teeth.
Yeah, get the teeth. I'm really curious about the teeth.
And grabs a bunch of like, a hand, like I imagine it's like a handful like this of mountain troll teeth. And that I think, if you've ever seen anyone who lost their teeth, it sinks in the whole face, right? And just makes it look even weirder and more distended.
But yeah, she's gonna keep like looking around, like to see like, is there a rune that's activating? Is there, how is this working?
Yeah, I don't think there's any. Like yeah. I don't think there's any. I don't think you find anything. Any hard evidence, or like a rune, or you're looking for smart stuff, right? That's all smart things to look for. Make a willpower roll, and based on that, I'll either give you a hint or say like, or not give you a hint or give you something else. I don't know. We'll figure. I
got a 3.
Hey.
Wow, that's awesome. So yeah, I think you. Like, clearly nothing has been done to these. You haven't found any evidence within any of the taxidermied animals that there's anything within them that's causing this.
Oh, okay.
So it's got to be something external. Like, it has to be something, some sort of magic that's coming from outside of the taxidermied animals, at least. Okay. Because there's nothing, like, there isn't like a thing that's been put in every animal that you've been able to locate. And you've been through a couple of them now, right? And there's just no necromantic shenanigans that's gone on for every taxidermy animal. Yep.
Interesting. Hey, Yuri. How much do you know about Marco's grandma, Kesmira?
I only know what I've heard, that she's a great huntress. She was a hero.
I'm wondering if, what kind of enemies she had that, or I guess or the family has an enemy that's, because if things are coming alive out of her tomb and people are getting attacked, that looks bad for the family. So I'm wondering.
Nothing was coming alive out of this tomb before Marco sent the 2 huntsmen in here. Like, that was the inciting incident to my mind.
Marco doesn't seem like a bright guy to me. The one time I met him.
This is a good reading, yes.
But it does strike me as unusual that he sent a couple of locals to go bust into this tomb. He didn't do it himself. He didn't send you and your partner. He just sent these 2 nobodies.
Right.
That's unusual.
It's unusual, but other than the pit trap in the library, there's nothing really dangerous in here until things start moving.
Exactly.
Like, they shouldn't have had a problem.
Yeah, I guess shot in the dark if Marco has something to do with it. That's why he sent others to open the door.
Wonder how far this effect lasts. Like,
because we've heard reports of like all sorts of beasts out in the woods around Borgenwold, but that's a good question.
Yeah.
Like how localized is it?
Yeah, the Manicore is out of pocket. It's out there, clearly.
Well, and I guess coming in here to the troll proves that these things don't just completely hibernate when Kesmira goes and lays back down. Like, it got up and started moving around and when we came in here, so it's not like the Manicore just passes out somewhere in the woods. It's probably still. I don't know. I'm stumped.
Or does it? What if it gets too far away from here and then turns off?
That would be nice, but yeah.
That just means it's got a home range, essentially.
Right. Yeah. That would kind of make sense. I
We
still
can
say
test it with one of the birds.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
I mean, they are less likely to try to eat us.
Yeah, they mostly ignored us except for the cockatrices. So
if we like take a bird and like see how far away we can walk before it stops moving.
could be a good experiment.
Yeah, Yuri's thinking, but like I think this isn't. We're not in his.
We're not in his wheelhouse yet.
We're not anywhere near his wheelhouse. Yeah, but he's having thoughts.
I feel like maybe we should go ahead and rip the head off of this troll so it doesn't.
Cool. Yeah, I think Yuri and Avanda can totally do that, and yep.
Then I can cover up the cockatrice eyes and not pose a danger.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, but before it's all done, Yuri definitely looks at Xander and is frozen. Like that definitely happens.
so it really just sort of like temporarily paralyzed. It's not like turning anybody to stone or anything.
Yep, it just paralyzes him.
That's good to know. Nothing permanent.
Yep.
Damn it, Yuri, I told.
He doesn't listen so good.
that's the thing.
And I'm like standing there over him while I'm saying this.
Right.
I can just imagine Yuri having these intrusive thoughts and being like, I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah.
How bad could it be?
Not too bad, apparently.
Yep. Yeah,
it tickles a little.
You dismantle the frozen troll. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, do we want to check on our people's progress, or do we want to? We know there's still a few rooms we haven't specifically looked in. I guess the frozen room is probably where the dire wolves were. That's what it sounded like.
Yep.
I don't remember if there's any other. Well, there were east and west rooms off of the koi pond room.
Yep.
I don't think we checked those out.
Well, I thought east was the troll room off the koi pond.
Nope. The east is or the troll room is east off the entrance hall.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So just north of the entrance hall is where the
dire wolves are.
Yeah, so they're east of that. Oh, I thought they were east of the bird room.
Nope. There seems to be something else east of the bird room.
Oh.
Okay, well, what's east of the bird room?
Cool. Are you gonna kind of go through the rooms that you know, or are you gonna kind of walk through the dire wolf room? Just to kind of take a look at it.
Let's take a peek through the dire wolf room.
Yeah, hopefully they're
something interesting, useful.
Yeah.
There's a clue somewhere in this godforsaken place.
Still, prepared for shooting anything that might jump out and try to eat us.
Yep. There is a marble walls speckled white with gray. They look like a snowfield. Like it's a very well done room. There's somehow there's the sound of whipping wind and the smell of fresh fallen snow and blood. And the walls are lined with wolf heads. Wolf heads of every type: black, white, gray, reddish brown, wolves with crystal teeth, with 3 eyes, with no eyes, with lizard scales, with beetle chitin, all kinds of shit. She has hunted wolves in all manner of worlds.
Didn't know there were that many kind of wolves.
I did not either.
That's a little...
And then there is a diorama of the dire wolves of the 3 dire wolves that she hunted and then brought back and put back together and put into place.
Why are you putting them back together? They just got.
Yeah, and then the only like non-wolf is a on one of the walls is a swordfish that is breaking theme, and it's mounted a little crooked, and to the north is another snowy room.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? We've got to look at the swordfish.
Got to
right?
check out the swordfish.
Because swordfish doesn't belong. I mean, it's not like it's a chicken of the sea kind of thing.
Right.
Is the swordfish
Swordfish and a wolf.
of the sea?
Everybody knows swordfish and wolf go together.
Awesome. Yeah, you would see, yeah, you both like get a look and like look at the you're looking at the swordfish, definitely. What are you doing?
You said it's crooked, right?
Yep.
What happens if you straighten it up?
Yeah, that opens the secret door.
Perfect.
Right under it. And on the other side of the secret door is a I mean, yeah, as if this adventure wasn't fucking weird enough, is the goblin that you saw earlier. And it has like a big white carp in its hands from the fish room, and it's eating it.
Hello again.
It looks kind of guilty. You just kind of you just close it. I love.
Look, he's just eating his dinner. It's rude.
I don't know. I got questions because
Hey, you can open it back up.
I love this guy's like, and then like Avant is just like, nope, and walks away. And Xander's like, I have questions, and Avant is like,
fine.
Ask him if you want. Ask him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. You put it back, and the goblin looks even more shocked that you came back. And I think through a mouthful of carp, he says, "Why do you disturb the one true goblin?"
Hello again.
Hello.
I didn't know you lived in here. I thought you lived with the rest of the goblins.
I did, but I have to eat before I go back home. It's
And
complicated.
you gotta do that in this secret room.
Yes.
Why? Wait.
Because he's thinking of a good lie, and
Yeah.
then the carp starts talking and says, "If you put me back in the pool, I promise you great power." Then the goblin says, "Silence!"
You were gonna eat a magical talking fish?
It gives me godlike powers. I am a godfish. Yes.
The goblin says that, or the fish says that?
The fish says that.
Do you need saved from this? Wait, are you the one that's making all these animals come back to life?
No, I am not. The godfish says he's not lying. He's not doing that.
Are you making all the
If you put me
animals
back
come
in the
back to
water, if you put me back in the water, I can explain it to you.
I like pull out some jerky and like, here, can we trade?
Will your jerky give me the powers of a god?
Yes.
No,
That's
it won't.
It's invisibility jerky.
I don't need to be invisible. I am a god. I'm the one true goblin. And like the carp, the half-eaten carp sighs and says, "When he eats me, he does get power, but it is fleeting."
What have you been doing with your power, one true goblin?
I have been erecting great golden palaces.
Where?
Well, they're not there anymore. That's why I came back to eat the carp again.
So this sounds like a temporary power at best. Wouldn't you rather just be full for a while?
That's your first really good point, Avanda. I'm going to have you make a willpower roll. Yeah. Just offering jerky.
That's an 8.
Nice.
I have
Wow,
a 13
yeah.
for will. Yeah.
He drops the carp and it says "ow," or he drops the godfish and it's like, oh, geez, could you not? And
I'll pick it up.
he takes the jerky and runs away. I think.
She like
Alright.
scoops up the fish, takes
Yeah,
it
yeah.
back to the pond.
Is there
puts it in the
anything else?
water.
Is there anything else in this little room that the goblin was squatting in? Because why else have a secret entrance hidden by a swordfish?
Yeah. Yeah. The walls are covered with fishing lures and flies.
Interesting.
They're exquisitely crafted. And they kind of twinkle in the torchlight or in the lantern light. Yeah, and that's about it.
Okay. So it just seems like a weird room to keep secret, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do like Avanda said. Let's go return that poor half-eaten godfish to its pond.
Right. Yeah, the fish, you drop it back and you can already see it's like starting to heal.
That's good.
And it sticks its head up and says, "Thank you. I appreciate that."
You're welcome.
It's the silver horn that's causing all of this. For whatever reason, when her spirit woke up because the hunters broke in here.
Interesting. So she woke up and then sounded her horn, which woke everything else up.
That is correct.
Will they go back to sleep over time if she can't blow the horn anymore?
Destroying the horn is probably the only way to stop this cycle.
Huh.
Fair enough.
This cycle. This has happened before?
With this horn, yes.
So somebody else might craft a horn later, but that won't be our problem.
Yeah, I don't know why you people craft horns. It doesn't really make any sense to me, but like this horn has had effects like this in other places. Yes. Places. I'm sorry. Say again.
Oh, I was just saying that seems easy enough. Destroy a horn. That can't be that hard.
The carp
just
nods.
break into a tomb of a renowned hunter.
Thanks again. Being eaten by the goblin was not pleasant. I appreciate it.
Is the water healing you, or are you healing you because you're in the water?
I heal because water is where I can exist, and I am the child of a god carp. Yeah.
Are all the fish in there, or just you?
Oh, all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Do you want to be somewhere else that's not just a tiny pond? Are you happy there?
I wouldn't mind getting back to the river.
We could probably make that happen.
It could probably be arranged.
Do you grant wishes?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounded unconvincing. I'm just listen, you know what? We're gamblers and we got somebody's debt. It's not like we're like the best people. Like, am I gonna get paid?
I mean, look, if he had said yes, he grants wishes, and we believed him. It's like, okay, we wish the horn was destroyed. And
I meant when I get back to the
river.
The river, yeah.
Sure. Right.
That's where our power is. So.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I think we should be destroying the horn regardless.
Good luck.
Or is there something you're not telling us?
I mean, I don't think held by what's her face.
I don't think Kazmira is going to be thrilled about it. So
we can be sneaky, right?
I'm sure you can. I mean, I don't have legs. You do.
It's hard
may the river bless you.
That's appreciated. Yeah, that's a good point, because like it's not like she's gonna be asleep. She's a spirit, and that stone door is real loud. I don't know how we're gonna get that horn away from her. Grab it and leg it.
I mean, so if we can get close enough that we can like tie a string around it and then like back away far enough, we can then like run and yank the string and it gets away from her, and then we're far enough away from her before she starts running.
I like this conversation is literally happening over a god carp who is involved in the conversation, is like sticking his head out of the, he's like, that feels complicated.
Yeah. Also, we still need to destroy it.
Well, yes, but if we get away from her before it'll be easier to destroy if she's not trying to actively kill us while we're trying to destroy it.
Yeah, man, we really need a sneak thief for this kind of only halflings.
What happens if we just toss it in the river?
It's not going to destroy it.
Yeah, I think you really need to destroy it.
Yeah.
And then we
Also,
can't just switch for you.
The
to
river,
destroy
the river
it,
is
right?
the river is a few miles away. Like, I don't know if you want to be running from Kazmira and her hounds.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that seems like a bad deal.
And we can't just switch for you to destroy it, right?
No, that's not really my thing.
Okay.
And I couldn't destroy it for a long time. Like, I couldn't permanently destroy it.
I
Got
see.
it.
Right.
Got it.
I mean, silver's a soft metal.
It is. It's not hard to bend if
Or-
you hit it
or
really
melt.
hard. Or melt.
So we could just get a big fire going. Of course, we also don't know, like, just because we destroyed the horn, that doesn't mean she goes back to sleep, because it sounds like she woke up when the tomb was opened.
Okay, so this is gonna sound like a stretch. What if we get like a lot of accelerant and we shove it in the room with her tomb, and we just set the whole kit and caboodle on fire?
I don't hate that idea. I think it's still tricky to, how do we get into her room without, because there's those big heavy stone doors that make a whole lot of noise.
Yeah, so just to like be in this moment all together, you two are talking, but like in definitely a triangle with a god carp who is like listening and nodding thoughtfully, politely, and Yuri is standing behind you in total fucking shock, like holding the light, unable to participate in the conversation because he's like, there is a talking fish, and like for whatever reason, like that's where Yuri comes out on this. Like he's like, I can deal with the moving taxidermy things. I can deal
but
with
talking fish was one too far.
The talking fish is where I cash out. I am unable to fucking like he's unable to participate.
Well, it could be worse. He could still be frozen because he looked at the cockatrice.
That is very true.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, wait. I like this.
It did
work.
It did work on the troll. It might work on her.
Okay.
We only need her to be paralyzed for a short amount of time. Maybe that's the
one of us paralyzes it, the other one hauls ass. It could be thing.
I like it.
We have a horse.
Yeah. We have a donkey.
Okay.
Well, because I'm also thinking, like, if we just get a big fire going, just get the horn in there as quickly as possible and start melting it.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy to, have a staring contest with Kazmira and keep her in place until the horn is destroyed.
All right.
The carp nods and says, "That's a plan."
I like it.
Ooh, how about let's go double check the notes in the monster manual about cockatrice magic and see if there's any chance in hell that it works on undead spirits.
Good plan. Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah. I think it takes you a little while to find, but yeah, I think you find a. Yeah, I think you find a little journal that Kazmira kept, and it mentions, like, froze a vampire in place with the cockroach's helmet. Need to try it on ghosts. The vampire and all of its clothes turned to dust. No taxidermy vampire for my collection. Sad face emoji.
I mean, it's not 100%, but it's a reasonable chance it'll work.
All right.
But I guess the other thing that just occurred to me, I'm gonna need backup because I'm probably not gonna be able to freeze her and her dogs.
Are the dogs in the room with her?
I guess she's been waking the dogs up.
Yeah.
They're up in another room.
You heard her put the dogs back in another space.
Right. Yeah. So
Yep.
if we get her paralyzed right away, she
Yeah, before she wakes up the dogs, we should be fine.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Then I like that plan. We go open the stone door into the tomb.
Wait. First,
yes.
Gozalon and I get a stove started.
Yes.
So that we can have it ready to throw the horn in as soon as we grab the horn.
I like it.
Cool.
Because it's going to take a while to get hot enough.
That's true.
Melting point of silver is high, but not unbearably so. You can do it with fire.
Yeah. I think, like, when you get Gozalon and Audra out, they were like, hey, this is all packed up and ready to go.
Sweet.
All right, so we run down the plan to them real fast.
Here's what we're gonna do. Keep this fire going.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think you probably start making a fire out of the Manticore dais, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
that's wood.
Yeah, and I think smoke. The ceilings here are pretty high, but like smoke starts filling up.
Actually,
Zen,
we probably take the wood, but we do it outside because we don't want to kill ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, I was picturing the fire being outside.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All
right, so I give you my shield.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because it might be useful.
Yeah.
It's an ancient magical shield.
Perfect.
Just have fun. You're going to be, holding the line, so.
Yeah. I guess Yuri can be my backup.
Cool. I think you, Yuri, and Audra are ready to, like, push the door open while when Gozalon and Avanda tell you that the fire is, like, at a good pitch.
Okay. I'll have the helmet on and ready to go because I know.
Yeah.
Remember, there's like little tiny slits I can just barely see out of.
And I think there's this very tense moment right before you're going to push it open, like Avanda like gives her whistle, and Yuri looks at you and says, "We're not going to have to talk to the fish again, are we?"
We don't have to.
Good. I did not like that. And Audra goes, "Fish?"
Long story.
It was a whole thing. I'll catch you up later, Audra.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the three of you push this thing open. Her spirit springs up from the ivory coffin.
Yep.
And she has to roll under a 12. So Jeremiah, why don't you roll that?
Okay.
She has to roll under a 12 not to be ensorcelled?
To save. Yeah, to save is under a 12. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
oh no.
I rolled a 10.
Yep.
Damn.
She springs up and says, "Why are you disturbing my peace?"
I stare harder. You know what? Oh yeah, go ahead if you want to try talking.
Yeah. Oh, wise and wonderful one. Can we borrow your horn for a moment?
She says, "It is one of my rarest treasures. I cannot just loan it to you. No,
Can we trade you a god carp for it?
I already have a god carp.
Well, we kept the goblins from eating the god carp.
One of the goblins is eating my god carp.
Was
We stopped him.
They must know a way in here. I'll have to destroy their village.
How much do you care for the people of Borgenwold? You still have family there.
Yeah, I think like when you talk about the present day, it's clearly very difficult for her. She like my grandson should have that place in order.
So
Nope.
you see, there seems to be a little bit of a ripple effect whenever you say hello. In that beasts that you had in here are kind of escaping to out there and eating
Yes,
people.
yes. I will catch it. It'll just take time.
But people are dying and it's terrorizing the village. You should just have your eternal slumber. You and all of your trophies should just have the eternal sleep and enjoy your afterlife. You're terrorizing innocent people.
I understand. I will awaken the hounds. We will go try to catch this beast right now. I think like she picks up the silver horn and like it starts to go to her lips.
No. It wakes up everything. It wakes up everything.
Make a willpower roll for yourself, Xander, to see if you like stop her and if she looks at you when you say no.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Hey, my will's 13, so here we go. 8.
Awesome.
Woo-hoo!
Now make her petrification save again, or her willpower save, basically. But
20.
Yeah, she looks at you and
Oh, thank God.
the spirit freezes.
Get the horn now.
She like goes and grabs the horn out of her hand. Carefully does not look at Xander all the way past him.
And the horn melts and you see her spirit disappear. I think the one of the bronze spears that she had on her back kind of clatters to the ground, as does her helm and her fur cape. Nice. And I think you can hear other beasts kind of like deflating. Yeah.
The birds
in
are
various parts. Odger says, "Does this mean we can take the books?"
Oh yeah.
Let's go. And he nudges Gazalon and says, let's go. And they go and grab the carpet off the donkey and start packing the books.
I'm gonna turn to Yuri. You said you get one thing?
He holds up the troll teeth, says, "This good?"
That works for me.
I'd like to leave.
Go back to the fish pond.
Yeah.
I'm like looking for a bucket big enough for the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta schlep them 2 miles out of the water.
Yeah, I think there is a bucket for slop in the kennel.
Oh,
it'll work.
But like, I mean, it's probably never used.
But it's probably never used, right? Because it was like that's where her hunting dogs were buried.
Yeah.
But there's totally a bucket in there. Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, she'll lower it into the water, like hop in.
Yeah. They they go in. Yuri, as soon as you start doing anything with the fish, Yuri's like, "I'm out. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
No
get my
worries.
brother and
You
get
don't
out of here."
participate.
Yep, that
And
seems fair.
and yeah, I think the books, the amber, the silver from the spear, the bronze spear, her recurve bow,
All the ivory bits.
the ivory from the room is a small fucking fortune. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, we can
I think
retire.
yeah, I think when we, if we pick this up again, it will be like you folks in like a bigger city on the river, with a huge, but like spending a fortune, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I would, however, like to collapse the entrance to this place.
Okay.
Before we leave, just
Yeah, I think
so
that's a good
this
call.
doesn't happen again.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Done.
Because part of me is like, I'm really tempted to just buy Marco's manor house.
That's legit. That's legit. We could make Borgenwold town our base of operations.
I have thought about that too. We could probably
if we ever decide to pick up these characters again, we'll level them up to level 2, because I think you all have done an adventure, and clearly, and we'll decide what we want to do. I think collecting on on the house is definitely a thing that we could do, and yeah, love it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. That was fun, folks. Thank you.
So I'm really curious, in the context of the adventure, if there is ever any clue whatsoever for anybody to just be like, let's rip this boar open and get a key out of it, or is it just pure just hope that people go with the flow and be like, I don't trust anything that's stuffed, so I'm gonna rip it apart?
Yeah, I think you guys did something smart. No, I think no, it was a thing. The guy who wrote the adventure actually commented on our first video, and he said every time he runs it, they hire out Marco's bodyguards from him, and like Marco's bodyguards like betray him in every single time he runs it, which I thought was funny. I kind of didn't realize the God Carp could just like talk until I was looking at the descriptions of the rooms, which I like because they're very it's big print. There's not much to them, but they're the words are evocative. I don't feel bad like grabbing words right out of it. And I was, the carp is a god of sorts. It will promise great wealth, fortune, anything to get back to the water. And I was like, oh my God, it can talk. and so like I just didn't realize how cool that scene was. And I love that. I love Avanda like being like, open it. No, close it. No, absolutely not.
I pretty fair response to opening a door and there's just a goblin hunched over a cart.
Yes. That's awesome. Cool. Thank you for my first game of 2023, folks. That was a lot of fun.
And good way to start the year.
Yeah, it was a lovely way to start the year. And I hope if we ever have a day where we just don't have enough for A State, then we'll see if we can come back to playing this. That way we have a plan B game. And I look forward to playing A State again with y'all. That was really, really fun. So I want to, there are a lot of mysteries we were uncovering that I want to see what's up.
We're going to need a real solid recap. So hopefully people remember stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing about having it recorded, right? We'll be able to go back and watch the last 15 minutes and be like, oh, okay. I remember kind of what was happening.
Okay.
Cool. Jeremiah, any hopes for 2013 as you gaming hopes or larger hopes or deeper hopes or things you want to play or whatever?
Gosh, I'm one day into it, and I got nothing. I don't know.
Yep. Yep.
More. I mean, I'm always happy for more gaming. I don't have like a stable local group, so online stuff is most of what I get nowadays.
Cool. Awesome. Misha, any games you definitely want to get to the table this
I would
fine
like
year?
to play in a game of Court of Blades. I just got it relatively recently, so I've been reading through it. It looks like it's like right up my alley in the
Yeah.
funness factor.
Yeah.
I'm always nervous about running games because I don't know. Weird experiences in the past. So some of that is like I have to get over myself.
Yeah, you do.
So
you
we'll see.
you
Yeah.
GM'd me and Jay that time, and it was good fun. I would play that game again. So like, let's more Misha GMing, please. Cool.
And my other group is gonna do. I think we're looking at a DC street level game, so we'll see.
Nice.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what system you're gonna use for that?
We're still deciding.
Okay.
We might use Marvel Heroic.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all good friends with Rich. Hit the streets is solid.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. I definitely statted out Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman for Marvel Heroic. So
Oh yeah,
it is totally doable. Cool.
Yeah, apparently there's like tons of statted out characters for it. So
Yeah.
oh, for sure.
Usually around this time, we say where you can find us online, but we live in a hell world run by shitty sycophantic billionaires. So who knows where to find us? If you send a raven out with a message attached to its leg, hopefully it will get to us. And thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. And we will see you next time. And I will end the broadcast on this. Damn, I like that font.
Da-da, 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 da-da. Outpost.